Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rebecca and I'm so excited to be filming my third part of my 5-part series called Story of My Life. If you don't know, I'm just starting up my YouTube channel right now, and this is just, I wanted to film this series to fill you guys in on a little bit of who I am. That way in future vlogs, if you have no idea who you're looking at, you can always look back at these and kind of figure out a little bit about who I am. So in the previous videos, you'll see that I love Jesus so much. My journey and relationship with Jesus led me into doing classes with BSSM, which is Bethel's ministry school, and I love that journey. It definitely impacts me today. However, if you may have noticed, I also mentioned that I am back in Tennessee, which means that I have already completed my first and second year of BSSM. Not to say that I couldn't go back to do a third, still in the options, but I think the biggest question would be, what am I doing now? Or where do I go from there? You know, I've learned so much. My journey has been a lot about seeking out God's calling for my life and all of these things, and obviously I want to do something for the Lord, which is part of why I went to BSSM, to ministry school. And so it's really just like, where do I go from there? You know, I feel like that's one thing that could be talked about more, especially if you are a ministry school student. Maybe you feel like you've just had this incredible experience, and now that you're back home, you're like, well, I have so many things that I want to do, but I don't know how to get there. I don't know what I should do exactly right now. And so I've definitely been kind of in that boat of just this wonder of like, what do I do now? You know, I've learned so much, but how do I continue? Or what is the purpose now? Part of me really has had a hard time with just the fact that that was such a joyous experience, that coming out of it and coming back home feels like, well, I wish I could just stay there forever and just soak in all of the happy moments. But really the third part of that journey is going out and sharing the gospel and going out into adulthood for me. You know, I'm 23, so still kind of young, and just figuring out what this journey with God looks like now. And so to answer that question, I would like to say that YouTube is definitely a part of that journey. I'm not going to say it's all of that journey. I think that there are so many other things. I think a lot of it is just prayer and seeking guidance and asking hard questions to yourself, asking hard questions maybe to God, and maybe seeking out friendship and getting advice from other people if that's something that you need in the middle of the journey that you're in. So right now, for my life, I am also currently doing online classes for college, and that's kind of been a big part of what I've been doing since I've been back home. I have big dreams for my future, and I thought that taking college classes could benefit me with the dreams that I have. So that has been a little part of what I've been doing. I will talk about that more, but for now I just wanted to tell y'all kind of an outline of what I'm doing with my life. So that is a little part of it. Another part of it is growing in adulthood and finding out, you know, in a year's time or in a couple years' time, where do I want to be? What do I want to be doing? And figuring out how to get there. Because, like I said, before I moved to California, I lived at home my whole life, you know, with my parents. And then when I moved to California, I was in a room with a couple other girls, in a house with several other people. So in that sense, I was with someone. And being single and just not knowing when, you know, I might get married, if that's in the future, which I'll just proclaim that it is in the future, but not knowing the timing of that, it's a lot of just figuring out, okay, if I'm single for the next 5 years, what do I want to do for the next 5 years? You know, like, what really is my life gonna be about? So a lot of it is just planning and preparing for that. So there's a lot of questions that I continue to have even now in that area, and I want to be very real in this video and just say that I don't have it all figured out. It's definitely something that I'm still working towards, but there are things that I've done that I feel are helping me on that journey. So if that's you, if you're struggling kind of like I am, or if you know of someone who is, I just want you to be encouraged that we will get through this. And even if it feels like it's a slower process or whatever battles you might be having, just know that you're not alone and that you will get there. Be proud of every small step that you take and make, because even if it's a slower journey for you than other people, it doesn't mean you aren't making progress. And so yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. So I am still figuring a lot of it out, but I definitely want YouTube to be a part of that. And what YouTube will be a big part of is finding the answers to a lot of those questions. You'll see me making decisions, and you'll get to hear more about my life and the choices that I make, and hopefully you'll see, like, real time how those decisions play out. If they were good decisions, if they were not good decisions. And I think that that is just a part of the joyous experience, is just seeing how you get to places and the learning process along the way. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to my channel. You can turn on the notification bell, that way you're notified when every new video I post happens. So yeah. Bye. Love you guys.